This is WFYI News Now. It's July 25th, and I'm Sarah Neal-Estes. On today's show, 2 local nonprofits announce a merger. A house that's been standing in Fishers since the late 1800s is soon to be torn down. Surgeons in Indianapolis perform their first successful fetal spinal surgery on a severe spinal cord defect. And this year's Grand Marshal for the Brickyard 400 will be Cookie Monster.
A lot of us in this company are byproducts of what PBS has done, especially through Sesame Street. And so for us to give Cookie a platform this weekend at the race, it's just our honor to do that, and we're excited to have it.
Those stories coming up, but first, Indianapolis Public Schools is getting a $10.5 million grant to support the district's literacy programs. The grant is from the Lilly Endowment, and the money will be used for strategies like increasing in-school intervention and a partnership with Indy Reads to support English learning families in the district. Program goals include expanding tutoring access, getting more students promoted from 3rd to 4th grade, and increasing scores on the state literacy exam. The Lilly Endowment has a separate literacy grant for private schools in the city. 2 local nonprofits that serve people experiencing homelessness announced a merger. Jill Sheridan has more.
Horizon House and Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana have entered a coalition aimed at improved resources and services. Lillian Herbers-Kelly is the new senior director of Horizon House. She says discussions about the change have been in the works for nearly a year.
We see that we have similar whys, and so it felt like a very important next step for Horizon House after 37 years of serving in our community.
Horizon House provides day center services for people experiencing homelessness. It also connects individuals with permanent supportive housing, employment, and education opportunities. Goodwill provides similar services. Day-to-day operations at Horizon House will not change. I'm Jill Sheridan.
A house that's been standing in Fishers since the late 1800s is soon to be torn down. Jeremy Rubin has more on how its history will be preserved and what will be next for the historic space.
The 150-year-old Flanagan Kincaid house standing alongside I-69, where it was moved more than a decade ago, will be deconstructed. The Fishers Agri-Park will expand into the property. The Fishers Agri-Park is an education-focused urban farm. The park provides visitors with seasonal flowers and produce, as well as opportunities to encounter livestock. Sitting mostly untouched for years, Fishers officials say the Kincaid house has fallen into disrepair and is too expensive to fix. While the house will be gone, its clay bricks will be preserved for use in the Agri-Park to honor the history of Fishers farming. Deconstruction is set to be completed by the end of July. Plans for the Agri-Park's use of the land has yet to be announced.
Surgeons in Indianapolis performed the state's first successful fetal spinal surgery on a severe spinal cord defect. Ben Thorpe reports Riley Children's Hospital is now one of only a handful of places nationwide that offer this procedure.
Children born with this severe spinal cord defect can have problems, including paralysis and bowel dysfunction. Outcomes are better if children are operated on before birth inside the mother's womb. But that operation is invasive and can lead to maternal complications. Hiba Mustafa is the director of fetal surgery at Riley. She says their method uses smaller tools and an incision roughly half the standard size, which improves outcomes for mothers.
They used to have uterine rupture. Now that risk does not exist. They used to need C-section for every delivery, and now our patient can do vaginal delivery, and their maternal recovery is faster.
The hospital has performed the procedure 4 times already, with 3 more scheduled. I'm Ben Thorpe.
And for our final story, Cookie Monster will be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this weekend. Sydney Dauphiné has more on the Grand Marshal for the Brickyard 400.
The iconic Sesame Street character is starting a multi-city tour, with Indianapolis as his first stop. As Grand Marshal, Cookie Monster will give the traditional command for drivers to report to their cars before the race. He'll also give driver introductions on Victory Podium. Michael Kaltenmark, Senior Director of Marketing at IMS, says they couldn't pass up the opportunity to host Cookie.
A lot of us in this company are byproducts of what PBS has done, especially through Sesame Street. And so for us to give Cookie a platform this weekend at the race, it's just our honor to do that, and we're excited to have him.
The race is this Sunday at 2 p.m., and there will be cookies. I'm Sydney Dauphiné.
That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Drew Daudelin, Zach Bundy, and Abriana Herron, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music, and I'm the news director, Sarah Neal-Estes. If you liked today's show, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube to check in on our newsroom throughout the day. Thank you for listening. We'll be back Monday.